As if we didn't see this one coming. U.S. ends long-running silver market probe. CFTC taking no action. Surprise, surprise. U.S. regulators on Wednesday closed a 5-year investigation into alleged manipulation of the silver market, saying 7,000 staff hours of investigation produced no evidence of wrongdoing, which includes Andrew Maguire telling the CFTC twice in a row, specific times down to the second when they'd smashed the metals, as well as he said recently, last year, there was 2 JP Morgan employee whistleblowers that they do manipulate the market, who he referred to a special law firm he used or advised them to use to also give their testimony to the CFTC. That was a year ago. Now, he just came out recently, Andrew Maguire, to tell us that he did this, and they came out only recently. So that means the CFTC also had that information. No wrongdoing. Why is there no wrongdoing? Because when you're the CFTC, you're a government agency regulator to make sure there's no manipulation, no wrongdoing in the markets. But when the person doing the wrongdoing is the federal government through its little Trojan horse known as JP Morgan, as JP Morgan said, we don't hedge against silver. We don't technically hold the short position. We have a client that has a short position or hedges the market. They just facilitate the trades for them. And once they said that, we all knew who the client is. The client is the federal government or Treasury / Federal Reserve, etc. So if you have that entity setting the price of precious metals because it has no choice, because it has to, because it can't go letting these things go out of control, it has to keep them down, it can't have a competing currency against the paper US dollar, there's not a chance in hell the CFTC is going to find that JP Morgan, who would then say, well, it's not me, it's our client, here's our client. Oh, it's Ben Bernanke. It's Ben Shalom Bernanke himself. Oh, that's why they can't find it. So this doesn't change anything. This didn't change the fact that world record shattering Silver Eagle sales this year, never sold more than this year. Massive precious metal demand for this whole year and last year and the year before, and it just keeps going up and up. None of that has changed. It also has not changed the fact that countries still want their gold, precious metals back from the Federal Reserve and London, just like Germany. And then Germany was told, we'll see you in like 5 years. If you're lucky, we'll see you in 5 years with your own gold that we're storing over here for security purposes for you. We're the security guard of it. Okay, well, I want it back now. Well, we'll give you 50 tons a year for the next 5 years. How about that? That means there's no gold. I mean, obviously. So at the same time, they have to set the price, keep it low, keep the investment away from there, just keep pushing the price down, tell these people and prove to them gold and silver are not money. Just look at the price. Just when you thought it was going up, we smash it behind the scenes to let you know it's not worth investment. Only sheeple fall for that. And apparently some sheeple are turning into fairly informed citizens, or else you would not have every year, pretty much for the last several years, the price, or not the price, but the amount of precious metals being sold worldwide going up, 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 and up. It's not the same people buying, like, it's not like all of a sudden I decided to buy more last year than I normally buy, and the year before that I bought more than, the next year I buy more, and then this year I'm buying even more. No, it's not the same people buying. It's new people coming in, and the same older people buying, of course, when, you want to try to keep buying every month or whatever your little regime is. But, I mean, it's been a little while since I've bought, to tell you the truth. But there's new people coming in and buying. So that's why this isn't going to matter. The CFTC not finding anything wrong does not matter. You know what? Good. Push the price down a little bit more. I'm itching to buy a little bit more. And I'd like a little fire sale. Can you nail it down to $15 for a quick second? You know what I mean? I'll buy some more. And I'll be doing a video immediately telling everyone, load the boat now. This is nothing more than a waiting game. It's nothing unexpected. It doesn't bother me one bit. Sure, I would love to see them come out and say, yeah, it was JP Morgan, whatever, which automatically means it's their client, but they're not going to expose the client, so JP Morgan would take the fall. But JP Morgan's a big bank. JP Morgan's one of the elite. So there's no chance that JP Morgan should be taking the fall. They'll just tell the CFTC, as they did, you didn't find anything, did you? Nope. Didn't see anything here. Now, if someone wanted to get a little crazy, and you were an investor in precious metals, even if you didn't lose money and you're just a simple investor in precious metals, you could sue the CFTC and JP Morgan in order to have those records, the same records that the CFTC said they investigated 7,000 staff hours. You could subpoena that, or during discovery process, get that information and go through it yourself. And then every single trade that has ever happened during the time frame you're talking about in your lawsuit, they would have to show you who actually owned those trades, who made the trades, who was it moving it. And of course you're going to see JP Morgan, JP Morgan, JP Morgan. But then you're going to say, but I understand I see JP Morgan here, but they have a client that they say that they've hedged for. So who's the client? And let's see who, let's divulge that information. So somebody could do that, but of course it has to be done in New York and all that crap. If I lived in New York, I'd probably do it myself. I'd file. I mean, it doesn't cost hardly anything to file a lawsuit, plain and simple. Whether you win or lose, it wouldn't even be the point. The point of it would be discovery during that process in the lawsuit. Show me who made these trades. And then you can expose that because it becomes public information at that point. So if someone wanted to get froggy, you could do that. But I don't think it matters one way or the other. Anyways, that's just what I want to share with you. It doesn't affect me. I'm not upset. Just keep stacking, plain and simple.